My name is David Kim. I'm the director of Cambridge Institute. We teach mainstream exams, PET, FC, and CACP2. And also we teach bullets, right? At the same time, also we are test provider, so also we act as a Cambridge Exam Center. So today, I'm going to compare bullets with other similar exams in this country, because it's really important, even though there is a really good exam that it works in this country, but it may not work in certain countries. So we have to understand what's the difference and what's the focus of this exam, bullets. So today, my main focus is this. So as he mentioned before, validity. It's really important, for business situations, because as you understand, right, there are huge companies like Hyundai in Korea, Samsung, Hanwha, global companies. So at the moment, they want employees who can work on a global scale, not a local scale. So they're really good. They have a lot of knowledge of a certain subject, about their work. They're very active. They always smile. They are really happy to work. But the problem is that when they go out of this country, what's the problem? English. They need proper English skills. But we have, as you know, we have problems with that. So that's why there is a certain movement for change. That's why I want to suggest this idea, validity, like other exams, TOEIC, speaking, even TOEIC and OPIC, the speaking exams, do they work really in real, business or workplace situations? So I think you've experienced this before, because you work for certain companies, right? You took TOEIC, you took TOEFL, sometimes IELTS. Then what's the problem? Even though you get full mark of TOEIC, can you negotiate? Can you lead a presentation? Can you lead a meeting in real situation? No, they can't do that. So that's why companies are suffering these days. They really want their employees to go out, sell more products globally, not in this country. But because they can speak, what's the problem? They have to spend more money educating. Even though they educate, does it work? No standard at all. Every company has their own rules. Then they may think it works. No, it doesn't work. So we have quite serious problems at the moment. So it's time for change. Let's take a look at this. So why Cambridge exams, especially bullet works? So let me explain. So as I mentioned, it's quite long. As you see, ETS 1947, STFL 1967. It's quite long, but it's not enough time to develop English exams. It's such a short time. So we'll figure out why it doesn't work. Look at that. Even the first Cambridge exam, the CP is a C2 level. You can check it, the CFR, the chart. They started this test 100 years ago, even though he said it's 12 hours. It took 12 hours, the whole day. It's quite surprising. And there was an English test which started 100 years ago, right? And over the world, there are a lot of examiners, and also, especially, there are some things different, like from TOEIC or TOEFL. Cambridge, assessments, the organization have what? Centers, which provides exams, and also there are preparation centers, which provides what? Education too. That's the difference. They don't just give, okay, here's a test, take the test. So how to improve? I have no idea. But because of this, I mean, TOEIC test takers, they're just really good at solving skills. I mean, as you know, they're really familiar with the format itself. That's why they don't learn how to improve their English, but it's okay to mention the name of the schools, like Y, Park. They study a lot. They study a lot of exam skills and techniques. They don't improve at all. I'll show the evidence later. So a lot of preparation centers. It means that those educational system, all the books are all quite aligned to each other, right? So you don't have to just worry about how do we train them, how do we teach English to reach certain B2, C1, C2 level. You're worried about that, right? There are a lot of native speakers, they teach, but they don't know how to teach. So they require books. Without books, we cannot teach. Don't you think? Do you think native speakers are ready to teach English? They have just acquired. They just know the English, but they don't know how to teach. But as long as they have the CELTA or TOEFL or something like that, then it may works. But it's totally different. When you teach really, when native speakers teach really, it's totally different. So, the same. Next one. So let's take a detail. Fee is important too. The same. The same, right? 77,000, around 80,000. It's very similar. It's not a problem. But look at that. TOEIC speaking takes about 20 minutes to finish, but OPIC speaking takes about 6 minutes in total, like 20 minutes orientation, and real test takes about 40 minutes. It takes a long time. I took those tests several times to understand the system. But the problem was that OPIC, tiring. 15 questions in 40 minutes, and I fully answered every question. It's really hard. And TOEIC speaking, as he mentioned, it's quite structured. They take a look at every detail of English language itself, rather than communicative skills. But bullets, 14 minutes, they can test communicative skills in 40 minutes. Why? If this exam is very efficient, because all over the world there are a lot of centers, they get a lot of feedback. They do the test and they get feedback from the centers and students. And by this procedure, they have developed bullet, which works. They have really specialized, organized system, really. That's why it works. But why is it computer-based? TOEIC speaking and OPIC is much easier. Much easier to test them. But because of that, they lose validity and reliability. Isn't it a problem? OPIC, think of OPIC, at the same time in a class, there are about 40 and 60 students taking the test at the same time. They choose their topic areas and they take the test, and just question is given and they just talk whatever they want. It's much easier for even sometimes students to, candidates, and it's even for the company, test provider. It's much easier, convenient. But because of that, companies have problems. With OPIC, there's a person who got the full mark, or like a little lower. But the problem is with that score, it doesn't, prove anything. This person is really good at business negotiation or having deals with foreign companies. It's a real problem. Look at this. So bullets is mainly face-to-face, right? So it consists of 3 parts. But look at that, TOEIC speaking, 6 parts. Very, structured, really structured. And OPIC is just you're given 12 to 15 questions in total. So you can answer about 12 questions in 40 minutes, right? But the problem is to take a look at this. Bullets, what happens in real business situation? So when you meet someone for the first time, what do? You socialize. You need information about the person. We don't, make deals, make compromises directly. We have to understand each other. So who you are, what do you want, what is the person's characteristic? We have to figure it out. Then we can explain. We can suggest our ideas, right? Then the first procedure, interview, is socializing. Talk with each other and get to understand with each other, right? And then second stage happens, right? Presentation. So, think about B2B situation. So you want to sell your product, right? So after socializing, what do you have to do? You have to present in an organized way what you can provide. That is presentation. It's very similar to real situation when you think about Bulla. And last of all, so you show to your products, okay, this is the price, and then I can provide this for after service. Then just, do you guys make deals? No. There should be what? Negotiation. So your price is this, but I can give this. So can we have some kind of offer discount? There should be negotiation, communication. So it's very natural procedure of business situation. So it works, and Bulla test these kind of things. But look at this, read TOEIC speaking. I took the test, and I was at the front, and there were other candidates. For part one, read a text aloud. Candidates are given same text, everyone in the same classroom. So, I felt like I didn't prepare. TOEIC speaking, but I could realize that I can repeat after the person at the back. I could, to a certain degree, I could imitate the pronunciation. I had no idea about the pronunciation of this hard word, but I could hear. There's like a 1 second. I say, yeah, this pronunciation. I could say. So, does it really test the person's real, English ability? It's just for convenience. ETS, I have no idea of how the companies work, but they just provide computer-based tests for their convenience. Really, they don't think about companies. They don't think about candidates. If an applicant enter a huge company after with those TOEIC and OPIC speaking, they will suffer again, because they have to worry about the real English ability. When they want to get a promotion, so what do they require? They require English qualifications again. So it's a kind of evil circle. Even though they have score, it doesn't prove anything. But Bulla is different. It tests real English in business situations. So a lot of things. So it's really hard. Keep talking. Just given a situation, then I should be very creative and very original. I got a question like this for OPIC. So you are planning to do some improvements in your house. So what kind of things do you want to improve at your house? 이해하시죠? 질문이 뭐였냐면 집에서 이제 그 리모델링을 해야 되는데 집에서 어떤 것을 리모델링 할 건지 선택해가지고 어떻게 이것을 과정을 진행할지를 설명하는 질문이 있었습니다. 물론 이게 영어를 테스트하기 위해서는 굉장히 효율적일 수 있어요. 이 사람이 과연 그 집안과 어떤 household라든지 appliance라든지 그 다음에 그런 것들을 적절하게 말할 수 있는지를 테스트할 수 있지만 과연 그게 실제 비즈니스 환경에서 요구하는 것들인지는 과연 의문이 됩니다. So the next one. So also think about level and topic. In Bullas, as you understood, there are 5 levels. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1. Is it correct?
6.
Oh, sorry, 6 levels. There's a mistake. 6 levels. So total 6 levels. It corresponds to CFR exactly. This is really important. I'll tell later. And in TOEIC speaking, there are 8 levels. I mean, levels are not, big deal, really. They're very similar. I mean, the beginner, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced level, native speakers level, because they have the very similar levels. It doesn't matter. In OPIC, it's like a novice, low, novice, middle, I'm not sure, and also advanced. Also, they say, they check advanced level. Even TOEIC speaking, it says they can test the candidates' English ability until native speakers level, like advanced level, right? But there's another issue about topics. So in Bullets, this test just is about office and general business environment and routine in an office. It's different. It's about how to do things efficiently at work, and also how to, make an arrangement for, other people, and also, also it's about how to manage the staffs as a supervisor, how to control them, how to persuade them to do something. When there's a problem, how to negotiate. They take, those things, and also about discussion, disagreeing and agreeing, how to agree and how to disagree, and how to get what you want. And also relationship among colleagues, and also relationship among clients, how to deal with that in real situation. But TOEIC speaking, I can say semi-business area. They just talk about appointment schedule, and then they want test takers to analyze how many meetings there are, then who is the person who is in charge of this. So it's not that serious, just they talk about briefly about business area and mainly daily life situations. But OPIC, many companies started accepting OPIC because it's much better than TOEIC speaking. But there's another problem. The main topic is about daily life, just daily life. As I told you, how to improve things at home. Then, do you think companies need this kind of, English ability? They talk about occupation, what kind of job do you have, and describe your job, what you do, what your responsibilities, about leisure activities, hobbies, and what you want to do in your free time, sports, travel. So topic does work, really. So when you're someone who can work in your company, the person must have business knowledge and also negotiation skills. And other exams, they don't. They are not, concerned about those things. They just want to check the person's memorizing ability or something like that. Next one. So we have to take a look at this chart, CFL again, carefully. It exactly this blood exam corresponds to those CFL 6 levels, right? And look at that, blood test even until C2 level. Is it correct? C2 level, right? Very advanced level. Like advanced level means, as a foreign student, you can talk very well and also you can negotiate. But like a C2 level is like almost like native speakers. You speak like native speakers. They can test this. But those TOEIC speaking tests and also OPIC speaking tests, it says they can test until advanced level, but actually it is not. Because at my school, there are a lot of students who passed Cambridge exams and they take other exams, TOEIC and OPIC. And what do you think the result? Okay, let's say we teach management exams, FPET, FC, and CA. So when a person passes FCE with a score of 60, the person gets B2 level, which is equivalent, equal to the score of 60 in Bullet, right? Then there are also students who pass FC with just 60 60, very close, 60. And the person took TOEIC test. The result was the person didn't prepare anything for TOEIC. And the person got 7, level 7. With just 60 score was 60 with FCE, and the person could get level 7 of TOEIC speaking without any preparation. It shows something. So we are talking about bullets. It's the same. It's the same. It tests real English ability, not just techniques for exams. It's really different. So also the person took TOEIC too without any preparation. And the person could get more than 750 without any preparation. It shows something. Cambridge exams is designed for validity and also practicality, really. It tests real English, not just exam skills. So it's really important to know this. So also take a look at assessment criteria as we learned before. They are very similar. TOEIC speaking, also they check pronunciation, also grammar, vocabulary. They are very similar. Coherence, do they use just short, individual sentences, or do they use linking words like relative pronoun, 관계대명사, or linking words, in addition to make a longer sentence to make themselves understood in English clearly. 간단하게 설명하자면 전부 다 똑같습니다. 발음을 체크하고 그 다음에 정확도를 체크합니다. 오픽, 토익수도 마찬가지로. 그리고 뭐냐면 coherence, 그냥 단순히 그 별개의 문장을 사용하느냐, 긴 문장들을 조합해가지고 자신의 생각을 논리적으로 표현할 수 있느냐를 체크하는 비슷해요. 거기까지는. 그 다음에 완성도, 저희가 태스크를 완벽하게 수행했는지 거기까지는 비슷합니다. 하지만 이 컴퓨터 베이스드의 가장 디스어드밴티지 중 하나가 뭐냐면 바로 우리 연사께서 설명했듯이 인터랙티브 커뮤니케이션을 절대 테스트할 수 없다는 겁니다. 실제로 컴퓨터의 그 테스트에 익숙한 사람들이 실제 이제 딜러를 만난다든지 비즈니스 환경에서 디스커스 했을 때는 굉장히 큰 차이를 보입니다. 그래서 한국 사람들이 더군다나 shy 하잖아요. Korean people are quite shy. They don't want to make any mistakes. So they just practice to speak in front of computers. Then do you think it works later for your companies? No. They're really, used to computer tests, right? That's why they hesitate to speak in front of native speakers. That's also a serious problem. Computer-based test has a lot of advantages for test provider and also for candidates, much easier. But it has a very strong weakness. It doesn't test interactive communication. 무슨 말 아시겠죠? 물론 그러면 이 토익 스피킹, 오픽 스피킹이 이 인터랙티브 커뮤니케이션을 테스트하기 위해서 뭔가를 개발할 수 있겠죠, 그렇죠? 하지만 이 작업이 쉽지 않습니다. 엄청난 시간과 그다음 피드백, 그다음에 분석이 필요하죠. 바로 그걸 지금까지 캠브리지 어세스먼트, 전시는 캠브리지 ESOL이죠. 캠브리지 ESOL 그리고 캠브리지 어세스먼트가 바로 이 작업을 수행해온 결과가 바로 이 블라츠라는 exam입니다. 다른 시험도 마찬가지입니다. 캠브리지 시험의 모든 시험은 전부 다 뭘 테스트하냐면 바로 커뮤니케이티브 스킬. 다른 사람과 충분히 대화를 이끌어갈 수 있고 협상을 할 수 있느냐. 단순히 동의만 하는 게 아니라 disagree. 동의하지 않고 자신의 생각을 논리적으로 표현할 수 있느냐를 체크합니다. 바로 그게 큰 차이죠. 그리고 이 작업을 수행하기 위해서는 단순히 컴퓨터로는 불가능합니다. 엄청난 인력풀, 그리고 그것을 실현 가능한 바로 exam 포맷이 필요한 거죠. 바로 그걸 캠브리지 대학교가 개발했습니다. 그리고 이 블라츠가 다른 캠브리지 메인 스윗 exam과 다른 차이점이 뭐냐면 이 다른 캠브리지 시험은 이 비즈니스 경험을 잘 다루지 않습니다. 어휘도 마찬가지입니다. 그래서 그런데 이 블라츠는 똑같이 모든 지금까지 캠브리지 시험의 그 exam 포맷을 그대로 가지고 있으되 장점들을 거기다가 비즈니스를 결합시킨 겁니다. 그래서 이게 시너지 효과가 굉장히 큰 거죠. 아시겠죠? 그 다음 넘어가겠습니다. 시간이 없으니까. 자, 그러면 이제 특징을 보도록 하겠습니다. Key features. So what's special face-to-face exam is really important. It's a real situation. Number two, it tests until C2 level. C2 level. And it's a very advanced level, C2 level is. And also, when I compare this exam with other main exams, campus exams like FC and CAE, look at this. When a person passes FC with 60, is equal to BULA 60, the score of 60, right? But what's the difference? This person has no idea about business English. But still, this was really confident and competent speaking English. But this person has no knowledge about business. But at the same level, when a person gets 60, scores 60 with bullets, the person is fluent. At the same time, the person can deal with business situations. Do you understand? On top of those exams, this exam was developed. Next one, TOEIC speaking. So everything is limited. So, candidates who are very agile. I mean, 순발력이 있는 학생들이 제가 많은 학생들의 평을 들어봤는데 저희 학원에서 순발력이 있는 학생들 그리고 정형화된 시험, 스트럭처화된 시험에 그런 어떤 포맷에 강한 사람들이 높은 점수를 받습니다. 그리고 질문이 재청취가 불가합니다. 한 번이 끝입니다. 그러니까 잘 듣고 바로 답을 해야 됩니다. 하지만 이제 실제 상황에서는 어떤 그 비즈니스 상황에서도 뭐냐면 어떤 문제가 봉착했을 때 한 번으로 끝나지 않죠. 계속해서 서로 대화를 하면서 그 문제를 해결할 수 있거든요. 그래서 굉장히 뭐랄까 스트럭처화 됐지만 너무 디테일하던 걸 물어보고 실제 응시자의 영어 능력을 테스트하기 좀 부족합니다. 그 다음에 가장 weakness. They can copy, really. They say, you are not allowed to copy, but we can copy. Because, I mean, so the situation is like this. Everyone speaks at the same time with the same question. No difference at all. So you can copy it. So with TOEIC speaking, the full mark, do you trust them? Really? Do you think they can deal with business situation? No, not at all. Not at all. And also, they say they can test until B2, I think, maximum B2. They can check the candidate's English ability until maximum B2, I believe. Because, as I told you, the person who passed FC with 60, the person could get level 7 with TOEIC speaking. Do you understand? 캠브리지 시험에서 다른 시험 비교하자면 60점 맞은 학생이 전혀 준비하지 않고 TOEIC 시험을 봤어요. 그런데 7단계에 나왔어. 그러면 이게 뭘 말해주는 거죠? 그러니까 캠브리지 시험은 정말 실제적인 영어를 평가합니다. 그런데 그냥 TOEIC 스피킹 준비를 하는 학생들이 정말 힘들어합니다. 그래서 이 캠브리지 시험 자체가 모든 교재, 과정, 그 다음에 시험 자체가 공부하지 않으면 안 됩니다. 공부하지만 안 합니다. 이 포맷에 익숙해지면 좀 더 마음 편해요. 캠브리지의 다른 점은 뭐냐면 TOEIC 스피킹은 when it comes to the format, with TOEIC speaking or TOEIC, when students are very familiar with the format itself, the person can get higher marks, really. But, let's say I'm a candidate, I'm really familiar with the bullets, the speaking exam or other exam format, then can I get more marks? No, you never get more marks. The format is just like make you feel more confidence. That's all. It has nothing to do with the real English ability. 실제로 그렇습니다. 이 포맷 자체를 이해하는 것이 실제 시험에서 높은 점수 얻을 수 있다는 것 자체가 뭐냐면 그 시험의 효용성이 validity가 없다는 겁니다. 그런데 TOEIC과 TOEIC 스피킹 그 다음에 OP에서는 그게 발생하고 있습니다. 실제로 시험 포맷 자체에 익숙해짐으로 높은 점수가 얻을 수 있다면 굳이 영어 할 필요가 있을까요? 없죠. 왜냐면 기업 측에서는 OP하고 TOEIC 스피킹만 요구를 하니까 그 기준에 맞추면 되는 겁니다. Okay, next one. OPIC is much better than TOEIC speaking because they can choose their own questions. I mean, not fully, but to a certain degree. And also they can talk freely, and also they are given enough time. They can listen to the question one more time in 5 seconds. And also, but the problem is that students gave me this feedback, a lot of students. 그래서 저희는 이제 취업생들이 많기 때문에 여러 가지 시험을 같이 봐요. 캠브리지 exam 같이 보는데 학생들이 한 말이 OPIC은 스토리텔링이 중요하다. 질문만 주어지고 어떤 사항은 그냥 자기가 알아서 만드는 겁니다. 그래서 여러 가지 풀로 된 질문 답변을 외워가지고 조합하는 겁니다. 무슨 말 아시겠죠? 왜냐면 나오는 주제가 퀘스천들이 굉장히 유사한 질문이 많아요. 그래서 내가 처음에 서베이를 할 때 직장을 선택하면 그 유사한 주제들이 나오기 때문에 그것을 이제 조사를 해가지고 거기에 관련된 분야만 준비를 하는 거죠. 그래서 스토리텔링 많이 외워가지고 많이 말할 수 있는 사람이 높은 점수를 받습니다. 이거는 비즈니스 환경에 맞지 않습니다. 많이 아는 것보다는 뭡니까? 상대방이 알고 있는 것을 이제 더 확실하게 알고 그 상태에서 니고시하는 사람이 중요하지 자기 혼자 말해서는 비즈니스 환경에서 먹혀들지가 않아요. 상대방이 이해하는 게 더 중요합니다. 자, 결론 드리겠습니다. Okay, it's almost I have to close. 자, 불났을 뭐냐면 이제 한국도 변할 때가 됐습니다. 시험을 위한 시험이 아닌 정말 응시자의 실제적인 영어 능력, 그 중에서도 이 대기업이나 또 중소기업에서 요구하는 비즈니스 상황에서 또는 workplace, 직업 환경에서 충분히 자신의 생각을 논리적으로 표현할 수 있고, agree 할 수 있고, disagree 할 수 있고, 그 다음에 외부에서 다른 회사에서 컨택을 했을 때 그걸 뭡니까? negotiate 할 수 있느냐가 문제인데, 바로 그걸 블러츠가 제공하고 있다는 겁니다. 그래서 그 이유로는 바로 reliability. 캠브리지 어세스먼트가 바로 이 시험을 만들었다는 겁니다. 그리고 validity, 그 100년간의 그 노하우와 이 커뮤니케이티브 스킬을 테스트하기 위한 그런 모든 시험의 포맷, 그 다음에 시험관이 이제 그 시험을 테스트하는 구조, 그리고 시험관의 재교육, 그리고 채점이 적어도 2명에서 3명이 공통적으로 이루어진다는 것들. 그런 것들 보면 이 validity를 여러분 확신할 수 있을 겁니다. 정말 이거를 지금까지 캠브리지 어세스먼트가 해놓은 겁니다. 그리고 가장 중요한 거, face to face 아닌 시험은 실제 영어 환경에서 정말 의미가 없는 시험입니다. 말 그대로 시험 스킬을 위한 시험을 볼 수 있죠. 근데 마지막에 비즈니스 커뮤니케이션, 그리고 그 토픽 자체가 오픽하고 토익 스피킹은 정말 토익 스피킹은 조금 a little bit of a business topic with 토익 스피킹, but 오픽 스피킹 just daily life. It has nothing to do with business, situation. 자, 그래서 실제적인 비즈니스 커뮤니케이션에 관련된 표현들을 이 CEFR 레벨에 의거해서 분류해서 교재를 만들었고 실제로 그것에 기반해서 테스트가 진행이 되기 때문에 정말 이 응시자가 어느 정도의 영어를 가지고 있고 어느 정도의 이 비즈니스 이제 그 업무를 수행할 수 있는지를 정확하게 테스트할 수 있다는 강점이 있습니다. 네, 이상으로 제 프레젠테이션을 마치도록 하겠습니다. Okay, thank you.